Okay, we're live.
Are we live?
Yep.
Hello there. We'll just give it a few minutes to see who joins us for the first ever Barnutopia live video viewing. Well, actually not the first ever. We've done a few more informal ones for particular couples, but this is the first major one and we hope it's going to be well attended. Can you see who's any? There's three.
Three people viewing.
Three people already. I know there's a few minutes to go.
Five.
A few minutes to go before we start. We'll give everybody a few minutes. We've got one of the cats coming to say hello. Let us know if you can't hear. It's a little bit windy here today, so we're going to get some wind interference, but we'll do our best to stop and talk rather than carry on talking as we're walking around. Just wait. What time is it now, Ronnie? Got a watch on? Or phone?
It's 11.
11. So we'll give
12
another.
people watching.
We'll just give another 2 minutes to get everybody here. Feel free to say hello.
Michelle Christie Smith says good morning.
Excellent. Good morning. This is Snippet. We can be pretty guaranteed to have several of the cats walking around following us, although I think one of them is locked in the loft. We might need to let Tabasco out when we get there. Okay.
24 watching.
Okay, cool. This is Snippet. I'm Katrina Boyden. Okay. Go Pussycat. How are we doing?
Right, 27. Shall we introduce
27.
ourselves
Okay,
and start?
So I'm going to begin now. So again, I'm Katrina Boyden. This is my daughter, Sonia. And on camera is
Come round.
her boyfriend Ben.
Hiya.
Just so that you know who's here. We'll introduce you to the animals and anybody else that we happen to meet as we're walking around. But to start with, this is the camping field. So if you want more than just the glampers, then you can have people camping in here. Down in this corner, that's what we call the Dell. And we've had quite a few weddings down there. That's this stream here, which you just saw, that is the Wales-England border. We're in England. The field on the other side of the fence is in Wales. So we've had a few weddings down there. On this field, the camping field, we have overflow parking. We have tents being put up here, or occasionally the odd camper van. And it's right next to our horse pasture. And you can see our two horses there, Rose and Spirit, who's a North American Mustang. Okay, so I'm going to stop talking as I walk along now, and then I'll start again when we get to the car park.
45 people watching.
Okay, so this is the main car park. We can park around 25 cars in here. Obviously, as I said, with overflow parking into the camping field, and if we really need it, we can actually go across the road and a few cars can be parked in front of the...
People are saying the sound is quite bad. Do you want to stand closer?
I'm standing closer so that hopefully this will help with the sound. Sorry about that. It is the wind. So we can park about 25 cars in here, overflow in the camping field, and then also a few cars in front of the stable block. We found that that's enough for weddings of up to 120. Now I'm going to stop talking and walk across the road. So this is the approach to Barnutopia from the English side, up the lane, and then if you turn around, closer, this is the approach from the Welsh side through the village of Llansilin. This is our nice Barnutopia sign. So let's go right into the entrance here.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't normally stand in here when I'm describing the bathroom block, but I thought being as we've got wind, it might be helpful. So this is the bathroom block. I'm going to walk you through it and just show it to you. Altogether there are 3 showers, 5 toilets, 2 urinals, two of the toilets are wheelchair accessible, and there is unlimited hot water available anytime. Shower. Ladies' toilets. One of the wheelchair accessible baths. I can get the lights on. So the lights come on automatically in the toilets. The other one with a baby changing station. And then the gents. Okay, so now I'm going to introduce you to the donkeys, Andy and Sassy. The donkeys can be available for wedding shoots. Hey babies. Hey babies. So this is Andy and this is Sassy. They're very friendly. They don't much like doing anything apart from eating, but they're friendly. Okay. Now I'm going to show you inside the farmhouse. The Tanacoid rooms are available for couples on the morning of their wedding. It's usually the brides that get ready in the bathroom. It must be said, the grooms get ready in about 5 minutes. However, let's go and have a look. This is a
We've lost connect. There we go, we're back.
Okay, we're back. We've got a garden room also for breakfast, but we have, if there's more people than we can accommodate outside. Bronnie, would you like to shut the door and I can introduce the dogs? Come on, dogs. So these are our dogs, Ziva and Zebedee. We normally keep them out of the way during weddings. Come on, doggles. Come on. Good dogs. But they do like to say hello to people. People who like dogs, that is. So this is the dining room, or one of the dining rooms. This room is one of the licensed rooms on the premises, so you can actually have a legal wedding ceremony in here. And most typically what happens is that people coming here usually want an outside wedding, so there is a ceremony conducted outside by one of the Shropshire registrars, or of course if you prefer you can have a celebrant, and then after the main wedding ceremony you come in here and conduct the legal part of the ceremony and sign the documents, and then you go back outside and the Shropshire registrars announce you as man and wife. So this room is available on the morning for getting ready, along with a private bathroom for the bride and or groom and whoever would like to get ready in here in the bridal party, wedding party. Okay. Now we're going to start we're going to go onto the yurt field and have a look at the accommodation units. Oh, actually, I've forgotten. This is the garden room.
Connecting it, there we go, we're back.
Okay. This is the garden room. We built this last year to accommodate a very large group of guests having breakfast on the Sunday morning before they left. So we can seat 24, maybe a few more in here, and then spill over into the reception room and the dining room. Or people can pick up their breakfast and go and sit on the yurt field. yurt field. As you can see, we have a pretty spectacular backdrop. This mountain here ahead of us is the Gurn Moyle Area, and I know the wind is going to get bad now, so I won't do too much talking here. We would normally have put out the umbrellas, but it is so windy that we know that they just get taken away by the wind. It has happened to us, but they're all available for use by couples getting married here. So this is Ranch House Ray. Easily sleeps 4. If necessary, it can sleep up to 7. This is a sofa bed, a little sofa bed, and this is a double sofa bed. It's a bit squished with 7, but if you're just sleeping the night here, then it works perfectly. And that's your view. Okay.
It is a nice view.
And if you could shut the doors to stop the house going in. So this is Cabin Connie, also sleeps 4 with our trusty triple bunk. Also a fantastic view. I mean, there's views in every direction from the site. There's also site-wide free Wi-Fi, apart from the camping field and apart from when you're in parts of the farmhouse, because the walls are so thick that the Wi-Fi doesn't extend to it. And now finally, the moment some of you have been waiting for, inside the new Octa-yurts. This is Yurt Bronwyn. We did have Mongolian yurts made out of canvas, and they were very lovely but incredibly difficult to keep clean and fresh all of the time. So we decided to create wooden yurts, and these are made to our design, retaining the essential yurt features, but they're much easier to keep clean and tidy. And for the first time ever, inside Yurt Bronwyn. So here we are, Yurt Bronwyn sleeps 4 in the beds and an extra 2 possible on the sofa bed if need be. So this is Yurt Bronwyn. All the units have power, light, heating, free Wi-Fi. They're made up ready to sleep in. We make the sofa bed up if you want to use the sofa bed as well. And it's really nice for people to have a room on site for a rustic wedding. So for those of you who don't like field camping with no comforts of home, this is your place. So this is the arch that we have. Maybe you can run to the other side.
Yeah.
Shut that door on.
I'll have to stay quite close to you to hear.
Oh, yes. Staying close so that you can hear me. This is the wedding arch that we make available for if you want it. You're also welcome to bring your own arch or not use an arch. Hay bales are included in hire. So we've only put 2 here today, but it's as many as you need for seating. We normally, most typically, people get married here under the arch, and then we set up the hay bales with an aisle down the middle here, and guests sitting either side. Or over in the dell, we do a similar thing over there. There are lots of, in fact, I think there's a Facebook album called Isles of Barnutopia that you can go and have a look at.
People like the look of the new yurts.
Okay. So this is Yurt Carrie-Anne. Also sleeps 4 comfortably. All the usual. You can see that we've done them, each one has got a different colour scheme. So Yurt Bromwing is yellow, Yurt Carian is like a dark red maroony colour, and Yurt Nanny Iris is a green colour. Yurt Nanny Iris. Also furnished to sleep full, but with a slightly different configuration. Fully made up, beds ready, power, light, heating, free Wi-Fi, all the units, and this is the green one. Oh yes, and one of the essential yurt features that we kept was the central roof crown, so that you can look up and see the sky or the stars while you're sleeping. Well, obviously not while you're sleeping, when you're in bed. So now we have the long barn, which is the main event barn. Most people have their reception in here, but you can have it outside. Obviously right now it might be a good idea to be able to have outside receptions. You can decorate it as you wish. We've just put up a few decorations just to give you the feel for what you can do. My daughter shut the door. We're having to shut the doors behind us because it's so windy. So there's a bar area that you can stock yourselves, or you can get a mobile bar to come in. We don't charge corkage, so if you want to use the bar, you can. We also will provide staff for you to man the bar. Seating area here, which can be, if it's a very big wedding and we need to use all of the space for tables, and we just take these out of here and we fill up the barn with the tables. Fairy lights are in situ all the time. Love sign can be there or not, as you wish. We've just set up one table to give you an idea of what it's like. You can barely see the difference here, but we've got pale grey chair covers and tablecloths, and white. Where are the white ones? This is the white one. Chair covers and tablecloths. The vintage china. We've got a massive collection of vintage china, which you're welcome to use if you want to, if it suits your theme. Feel free to use it. Oh, my lights have gone out. Never mind. Okay, this is the dance floor. Made out of rubber stable mats. It works beautifully. We've got various other smaller tables that are used for carved table or a sweet table, perhaps, or whatever you like. Normally, if you turn around Ben and show, normally the wedding cake goes on this big mahogany sideboard at the end, which was I inherited it from my mum. So this is the magic storeroom. We quite often have couples coming here weeks before the wedding to have a look what we've got. Whatever we have, you're welcome to use. Obviously we've got the white tablecloths and chair covers, we've got grey tablecloths and chair covers, we've got a whole selection of sashes and window sashes. We probably don't have, we've got 120 of some of the sashes but fewer of others, and if we don't have enough then people just tend to do one every other chair. We've also got rainbow tablecloths.
Somebody's asked, do we have any lights to be used with the disco ball?
Do we have any?
There are a couple of lights
yes,
pointed at
there's
it.
a spotlight on the disco ball. You just can't see it in the daylight, but at night, yes, there's lights on the disco ball. And I think we've got a couple of other lights and laser lights and things like that as well. So these are various decorations that you can use. So we've got a full selection of log slices, so please don't buy log slices. And we've also got, I'll show you back on the table again shortly, we've got a collection of slate slabs as centerpieces. We've got these bird cages. What else have we got? We've got all kinds of things. Essentially, we've got Jars with hessian wrapped around them. We've got bottles. These bottles you might need to buy new, you know, the little fairy light inner things. Crystal jugs and goodness knows what. These particular ones are used for decorations. We've got a full selection of jugs to use for on the table as well. Fake flowers, all kinds of things. You would need to, I have taken pictures of everything, but I haven't got round to editing them and putting them online yet. And it does change. So just to get a quick look at these slate pieces. Yeah, this is a good view from here. So we've got slate, they can be used for centrepiece, they can be used for whatever you like. Okay.
Are we okay to bring additional fairy lights too?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you can bring additional fairy lights if you want to. So the only thing that you can't do is that we can't have naked flames inside any of the buildings at all. It's part of our fire safety risk assessment. We can't have, because obviously it's a wooden structure. All the accommodation is wooden or canvas, so we can't have naked flames inside any of them. But honestly, the little LED lights work perfectly well. A lot of people use the little LED tea lights, and they work brilliantly.
Do you want to show out the window quickly while we're here?
Yeah, this one.
Which one? Yeah.
Maybe. Sheep in the field, not our sheep. TV that you can have a slideshow on it, or music. Oh, I forgot to say we've got a big 600 watt Bluetooth speaker that you can. Most people actually get a. Sorry, I'm in the light there.
No, that's fine.
Most people get a band or a DJ. We've got a few DJs that have been here regularly, but there is the 600 watt Bluetooth speaker to use before they arrive, or on the Friday night, or whenever you'd like to use it. So this is the Dutch barn. This is used mainly in the evenings. We've got a little area, seating area here. We can add seating areas either with hay bales or with additional chairs. Very popular. Almost all guests coming here every evening and light the campfires, toast marshmallows, and we'll see people sitting here until 2 or 3 in the morning, which is lovely.
Someone has asked if you can see behind the bar. Should we just go back to the bar?
Oh yes, yes of course.
I can kind of see some of them coming up at the side. Yeah, okay, sorry.
So there's shelves for bottles or glasses. We've had a couple of different bar companies, and they do a really good job of decorating the bar, and looks out into the Dutch barn. Straight out here. So this is how it is. So normally, of course, during the day, then these doors are wide open, so it's kind of indoor, outdoor. In the evening, if the music's blasting in here, we do shut the doors just to stop it blasting across the valley. But that's your view from the bar and from the long barn. Okay, I'm going to shut these doors again to stop the wind coming in. So we'll just view things in order. Oh, I forgot to actually show one thing.
Someone asked about glasses to use. Mum, do you include glasses?
Somebody's asked about wine glasses, I assume?
Yeah.
So wine glassing, yes, we include polycarbonate wine glasses, flutes and tumblers, and we've got some pint glasses. Although they rarely get used unless somebody brings a barrel, which also happens. This is the main kitchen and lounge area. Very handy if you've got people that need to take a break during the day and sit somewhere comfortably. You could have children in here if you wanted to. You could self-cater in here. It's got a big range cooker, or you can allow your mobile caterer to cook. Or if we cater, we use our farmhouse kitchen, so we don't interfere with this one. It's still available for you to use. We strongly recommend not catering yourselves if you have more than 60. And by that I mean self-catering. You're welcome to bring in mobile caterers for any number, but we have found that when weddings try to self-cater for more than about 60, it can get a little bit out of hand. We will always step in and help, so there's no problem there, but sometimes it can take away from your day if you're worrying about the catering. It's nice to let somebody else do it. So anyway, this is the cookhouse. This is Eddie the elk, who came with us from America. Okay. There are on site. You've got that one's a big long. The white one is a long fridge freezer. There's another fridge freezer in the long barn. There's another fridge freezer in the Dutch barn, and there's another fridge freezer in the little kitchen shack, which I forgot to show you. I'll show you that in a minute. So there's a second little kitchen, which is quite useful if you are using this kitchen, then people can still go in there and make themselves toast or do whatever they want to. Or sometimes when the bar companies are here, they will take over the kitchen shack to wash their glasses, etc.
What's F&B?
Sorry, babe?
So say you can organise your own F&B. F and B.
What's F&B? We're being stupid.
And what's the maximum number of people that stay on site?
So, good question. Maximum number of people that stay on site. In theory, if every bed was slept in and every double bed and sofa bed was shared, we could sleep 50 in the glamping units. That almost never happens, not least because the couples that are getting married usually have a unit to themselves. So more typically, we will see maybe, I don't know, like 20 or 25 turning up on the Friday night. We'll probably see 30, 35 staying on the Saturday night. And then we might have some additional campers on the camping field. So we can, if you really want a festival style wedding where you're going to have 100 plus guests here for 2 or 3 nights, then we would hire some additional portaloos and put one in the camping field and put one somewhere else so that we don't overload. We're on a private septic and water system, and we've had absolutely no issues with it whatsoever, but we want to keep it that way. So we put an additional couple of portaloos that we just put a polite notice up saying, if you just want to pee, could you please use the portaloos? And that works very well indeed. Do we know what F&B stands for now?
Food and beverages.
Food and beverages.
Someone did mention it on the
Food
chat.
and beverages. Yes, you can arrange your own. And you can bring. There's no corkage, so you can bring your own, or we can arrange it, or mobile caterers can do it. So we're still looking at accommodation now. So this is Yurt Oksana. So Yurt Oksana is our largest yurt. Yurt Oksana is a Mongolian yurt from Mongolia. It can sleep up to 8. And this is one reason that you don't usually get up to maximum capacity, because this is quite often the yurt that couples will choose to spend the night in on their wedding night. Okay.
Show from the other side.
Yes. This is actually, this little balustrade is a great place for wedding pics, couples pics. Ronnie, could you shut the door, please? This is Tiny House Denise. Small but perfectly formed. I think actually every unit on site has been used as the bridal suite or the wedding suite. So this one has been used also for sure. So all of the units have got everything, as I said, power, light, heating, Wi-Fi, beds made up. We put some hooks up so that you can hang things up. Here I am. Final accommodation unit. This is Bunkhouse Bethlehem. So inspired by alpine mountain huts. There are 6 bunks on the bottom, 4 on the top. So you can sleep up to 10 in here. This is the only one, actually we haven't made the top up I don't think. Oh, maybe she did.
Yeah,
Okay.
we have.
Alright. This is the only one that doesn't have sheets and duvets, and what this one has is these clean and laundered sheet liners and sleeping bags. And obviously we change the sheet liners and the sleeping bags between all guests, and the sleeping bags get laundered as well, but not every time, although right at the moment we probably would launder them all between guests. Okay, and that's pretty much it for the accommodation. I'll just go and show you the kitchen shack, which I forgot to show you. Winter is coming up. With my moped, which I haven't cut for months. Haven't been able to cut for months.
Someone's just said, where are the bathrooms?
Oh, here are the bathrooms. So you can enter the bathrooms from both sides of the stable block. Should we do?
We can go back through again.
Go
You
back
haven't
through?
shown the stable.
Sorry?
Stable.
Oh, I've forgotten the stable as well, yes. Okay. So we've got 2 wheelchair accessible bathrooms. And then we've got ladies, which has 2 toilets, hand basins, gents, 1 toilet, urinals, and then we've got 2 additional showers. There's 1 shower in the larger wheelchair accessible one that everybody can use, obviously. So I forgot to show you one of the accommodation units as well. Okay, so this is Stable Stephanie. So Stable Stephanie has a king-size bed, also has a sofa bed, so you can sleep 4 in here. This one is probably the one that's closest to the bathrooms, often used for elderly relatives who haven't been glamping before. All the same facilities as all the other units. Cannot promise you won't get woken up by the donkeys. And then this is the second little kitchen. So, which has everything you need. The only thing this kitchen doesn't have is an oven. So it has hob, fridge freezer, toaster, kettle, etc. And that is pretty much, I suggest that we go and sit in the garden room or something if we're going to, because
Yeah.
yeah, if there's any more questions. Let me go grab this. Or do you think it'll be okay if we, maybe it'll be okay if we
Probably.
So, if there's any, that's pretty much it. That's the site. We're very flexible. You can pretty much organise the wedding that you want here. We have an alcohol license, although you're welcome to bring your own, and there's no corkage charge. Catering extremely flexible, decorations are extremely flexible, although you're welcome to use the ones that we've got. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask now.
Can we see the pigs, please?
Oh my goodness me, well done, I forgot the pigs as well. I'm not doing very well today. I'm not used to doing this format.
Did you thumbs up it? Not.
I'm going to go and find the pigs now. I can see one of them. Oh, here he is. You stay there.
Yeah.
Here, pigwigs. Okay, so this is Felix, and this is Fiona. There's a donkey behind us. Oh, good girl. Good girl. Oh, good girl. Yes. So pigs wandering around the field can be arranged. They're very friendly. Sassy again. Always very happy to have a carrot. Good girl. Right, now we'll go and see.
Are dogs allowed?
Dogs are allowed, yes. The usual rules apply, cleaning up after them, etc. But yes, dogs are allowed. And bearing in mind that there are fields of sheep around us all the time, so they must be good with livestock or kept on a lead at all times.
Sun's come out just to finish.
So here we are. Are there any final questions before we sign off? What exactly do you mean by what service? We do include staff with the wedding package, so we'll clear tables and take rubbish away, whatever is needed. We try not to define exactly what they'll do because we never know what couples will need.
Does it mean catering or?
So we can cater. If you want us to cater, we can cater. Again, we try to be flexible on that. We can do some or all or none of the catering. It doesn't matter to us. It's whatever works for you. So, for example, sometimes we'll do a barbecue on the Friday night when people arrive, a smaller group. We don't advise having breakfast made for you on the Saturday morning because everyone's too excited. You can't sit down and enjoy it properly, so just buy some cereal and toast and have it up in the cookhouse. And then we often do a big breakfast on Sunday morning, and then the reception drinks, reception meal and supper. We could do all of them, we could do none of them, we could do one of them, or you could do some of it yourself. So reception drinks, for example, are fairly easy to arrange. You could do that yourself if you wanted to save a bit, although we're not expensive for that. You can also feel free to get in touch by email or look on the website or submit an inquiry anytime. I'll be happy to answer anything by email, and I'll keep looking at the comments on this afterwards.
Do we have fairy lights in the cookhouse?
No. Oh, is that a question?
Yes.
We don't have fairy lights in the cookhouse at the moment, but we could put fairy lights in the cookhouse. There's lots of lights in there. Any more questions?
Somebody said show the horses.
We can walk across and see if
Wander over.
Yeah, we'll wander over. Shall I bring this so that we can...
Yeah.
I want to show the... Okay. Hey, babies. The gate probably because
he's trotting her, he's slowly coming.
There we are. Yes. Come on, baby. And this is my poor baby Spirit. He's booked to go into the vets next week. Yes, he's booked to go into the vets because he's got something going on either with his digestion system or his lungs, and I need to get him sorted out. There we are, that's the horses, and we can arrange, if you're comfortable around horses, we've had at least one wedding where we dressed Padrone, the black one, and had some pics taken with him. And that's it. That's Barnutopia. Feel free to get in touch. Bye for now.